Hi, Sean Huckster here. Welcome to Magical Little Worlds with me. So today is exciting. I teased this on a short earlier. This arrived today. This is, zooming out a little, this is the Gabby's Dollhouse Collab Compact from DreamWorks. Gabby's Dollhouse is a Netflix children's show. I confess, until I saw this set on a video for an upcoming, what was it? It was the Toy Fair video for the upcoming year, and a video tour of the booth showed this set open on a table, and I was curious, and I asked some of the collectors in the other communities, in the Polly Pocket communities, what this set might be, and they said, oh, that's Gabby's Dollhouse. I didn't know anything about Gabby's Dollhouse, so I did a little research. I even watched an episode. I mean, I'm pretty tolerant of a lot of children's shows, like I could watch them, but I really couldn't get through this one. But anyway, the set itself is beautiful. The dollhouse is really kind of cool. And I do like the premise of the show. She's a young girl who shrinks down to the size of her dollhouse and then has adventures with her Gabby cats and her friend Pandy, who is like a panda cat, by the way. So this is of the new line, the 2025. It's a Netflix and Mattel collab. And it is using the new Polly Pocket logo for 2025 and Mattel's 80th anniversary. And this beautiful kind of turquoise, not turquoise, but pastel colors, which it was turquoise, very much the reminiscent of the original Polly Pocket sets from the 90s and early 2000s, or at least let's say the 90s. And I'm excited to open this. Even though I don't know the show very well, I did watch an episode. I now know a little bit about it. I know some of the characters. But let's just get to it. Let's look at the back first. So here's the dollhouse. And then it shows the dollhouse opening up to be this. I don't know exactly how much play value is in there. I'm sure a lot of it is going to be lost on me as the significance when it comes to the show. But, well, you know, tiny worlds, big surprises. That logo's, that model's back again. It's 2025. Complete Polly Pocket. I say, let's just get to opening. So we take it from here, tear the back off. Again, nice strong back, because in the last few years, some of these backs would just fall off. Not here, not so here. And this shows you how to put the compacts together, because some compacts in the Polly Pocket Modern line come in two sets or two pieces, and you have to snap them together yourself. Some come with a hinge pin, and you have to slide the hinge pin in. And some come with this snap-on hinge, which is the more common system that we have these days. So packaging. Right. So we remove the lower part of the compact and place that here, and then we take out the shell. Packaging. That didn't work. Packaging. There we go. All right. And then we remove the top part of the shell. Oh. Whoa! A little bit more difficult than expected. I'm just going to place that here for the moment and look briefly at the accessories without diving in too far. And now we put the compact together. So following the instructions, you take these little tabs here, these little pins, fit into these little hinge holes, and they just snap together. So you put one in first, I think is your best bet. And then you push the other down like so, and that snaps together. And now that's not coming out. And it's really, engineering is pretty good, because I've had a lot of these and they don't come out. Excuse me. And this is the set. So closed, we're looking at Gabby's Dollhouse, which is pretty unusual shape, but definitely recognizable, iconic, you might say, if you're a fan of the show. I do love the fact that now Mattel's gone back to this kind of clasp, which is very similar to the old vintage clasps, rather than the gold heart or the purple heart clasp, or even the rotary clasp, which some of the larger sets have. This old-fashioned clasp is still the best. So this is Gabby's Dollhouse, and the first thing that you'll notice is, because this is an outside that has a feature that a lot of the recent sets had, and that is confetti up here that kind of shakes around a bit. I believe that's supposed to mimic the iridescent kind of paneling or shingles on the roof of the actual dollhouse. The dollhouse also then has these two ears. In the show, this one opens up here it's not going to open up because it's just covered in plastic. These windows open up, and there's different rooms up here. There, I believe there's a pet care room in there in one of the episodes that I saw. And of course, your door's down here. There's a cat kind of awning over the door. And you got all these windows with various Gabby cats that are characters in the show. I generally don't like stickers that have characters on them, but in this case I kind of like it because it shows, you know, the promise of who might be inside Gabby's dollhouse today. Here we have the little balcony, what I believe is a slider going up. Again, not really that familiar with that part of the dollhouse. And the back shows the new logo, and it's festooned, a word I love, with some of the Gabby cats. Now, should I open the accessories first? No. Yeah, let's open the accessories first, then we'll open the dollhouse and talk about what it is. And then I'm going to have a little word to Mattel about something I'm not very pleased with. I'm going to do a video on it later, but I'm going to mention it at the end of this, just because it kind of upsets me a bit. And it's about advertising, or false advertising, I should say. But for now, we're going to not focus on that, and we're going to talk about what do we get. Let me lower the light down a bit. There we go. A little bit more light on the characters themselves. So the first thing we get is Gabby. And Gabby is a Polly Pocket doll with the legs, thankfully not the gel legs, and the arms move, which is nice. Very well painted, I have to say, beautifully painted. And she's got the cat ears. And, you know, when she wants to shrink down to the dollhouse, she says, a pinch on my left, a pinch on my right. Hold on, Pandy. Hold Pandy's hand and hold on tight. Or grab Pandy's hand and hold on tight. So I did see that part in the show. So rather nice, actually. I was going to say, I was wondering if her hair is gel-like. Some of them are. It is softer rubber, but it is not the kind of gel that some of the others have, that kind of bouncy. But it's really nice. She looks great, I must say. She looks really good. Next down is Pandy. Pandy in the show is her stuffed panda cat. And she holds on to Pandy's hand when she does her chant. And that shrinks her down and takes her into the Gabby's dollhouse. And this is Pandy. Then we've got two of the Gabby cats. This is Mercat, who is a mermaid cat. Wow, really nice, I have to say. Really well done. Good job on that one, guys. And the last one, I believe, is Cakey. Cakey is a cupcake cat, looking very much like Kitty White or My Little Kitty. I mean, fair amount, actually. Yeah, interesting. So a little peg hole there too, so she can fit into some of the pegs. So that was weird. I've been doing so many videos, my phone ran out of memory while I was filming. So we'll continue. We were talking about Cakey last. Now we're pulling out some of the accessories. This is a kind of a clear balloon heart accessory. And if you're familiar with my videos, you will know that I always drop something on the floor. So let's get down. And that little guy is the heart balloon, heart-shaped balloon. And then further we have a blender. We've seen this before. This has been in a couple of sets, one of which was the Target set and a couple of others. Then we have this whisk, which I've not seen it before in that I don't have this one, but I have seen it in other sets that other people have. I've been crafting, by the way, as well. I've been painting and building stuff all week, so my hands. Then there's a little guitar, or maybe it's a ukulele. Again, dropped it on the floor. I need a floor that bounces things back right at me. So this is a guitar with a strap to go around Gabby. And then we have, I think this would be, okay, this is a paint palette with a little peg on the back. I believe we saw this in the art studio set. And then we have a sewing machine, which we definitely saw in the art studio set, even in the same color. Although I believe, yep, there it is, the peg and all. And then last but not least, oh, it's in there tough. Wow, that was in there tough. Packaging, all clear. A clawfoot bathtub with kitty design, which I assume must be part of the show, but I didn't see that either. Now that we know what our accessories look like, let us look at the compact itself. We've already seen the exterior, looks good. Yeah, nice. Let's open it and find out what we got here. So We open it up with the clasp. It's got one of these little hinges that stay on a 90-degree angle, which is great. One of the big complaints I had about the Harry Potter collab was that the top just does not stay up. It's a beautiful set in every way, but this just will not stay upright for me. And I've had to return one because of it. So here we have, I would imagine, because again, I'm not familiar with the show, Gabby's Dollhouse. We've got a little play mat here. We've got a couch. There are pins here so characters can stand here. It feels like this moves. It does move. Ah, here we go. You push the couch down and the floor bounces. I always love lever push features. I always like those. This is great. We have a nice little cozy bed here with pillowing or quilting on the pillow on the bedspread. Kind of resembles an older Polly Pocket Compacts that had the pillowing on it with a pillow here. And of course this opens up because it has a hinge. And then you've got this carpet down here and there's a kitty right there, one of Gabby's kitties, one of the Gabby kitties. Again, there might be some significance to that I'm unaware of. This definitely looks like a kitchen area, right? And this, I'm sure, is where the blender and the whisk will go. Does this open? I don't think the oven opens. It does sort of look like it might be hinged, but it doesn't. I don't think it is. And then there's two burners here and a counter, a sink, and then another lovely. I like the floor. This is all cardboard, by the way. And then what appears to be must be a bathroom. I'm thinking, right? Is that a bathroom or is it just a sink? Is that a washing basin? Honestly, don't know. I think it's probably a washing basin. I'm thinking, why would you have a bathroom right in the middle of the room like that? Anyway, here you have another room with, again, I'm not familiar with the rooms, but this is a car. One of the characters is a cat. Here is what looks like a crafting room. So I imagine this is where the sewing machine will go. And then up here we have what looks like almost like a playground room, maybe. Again, not familiar with the show. And over here, dance area, or a party area with balloons. And here again, we have that ear that would open in the show, but doesn't open here, which is kind of a bit of a bummer. I'd kind of like this to just have a hinge open with even a little sticker in there or a couple of decorations would be nice. But one of the coolest features is the elevator that goes up and down. And I like it because when you push it up, it stays up and it clicks in place. And when you push it down, it will literally fall down, which is great. I recently did the series of Minions, 6 Minions playsets. Each one has an elevator, and you just can't move that elevator. It's like awkward. It just doesn't move smoothly. So this one clearly does. Oh, hello. I didn't notice this. When you click the elevator in place, now these would be, I think they're also little kitties. They come down from the balloon area, which is kind of nice. I wonder if anything happens over here. No, nothing happens. Wait. What's inside there? Is there anything? No, nothing's happening inside the tree. I'm wondering, the tree has these little holes in it, and you know what? I was thinking they're just holes that you could look into, but they're kitty-shaped. They're like kitty ear-shaped, I think. And this is I think this is like a ring you can hang off to play. Kitty in behind there. And again, this spot, I don't quite know what this is. I think it's a rotary slide. We do see a lot of slides in the show. So, you know, this is really nicely colored. I love the color themes. I love the play set. Let's start placing some things. Like there's a bathtub, and this is definitely meant to be to fit these 2 holes. So you know what? I think I was right in the first place. I think this is a bathroom, but this is not a toilet. It's a sink, I'm sure. Maybe? I don't know. You can tell me. And then we have, let's put the sewing machine where I'm sure it's supposed to go, which is in the crafting area back here. Then we'll put the kitchen things in place. So we have the blender, which will go on the kitchen, and it's the same color as the counter, which is kind of nice. And the whisk is not meant to go somewhere. It's meant to be held because it's got the little hand gripper, but we can put it in the sink for washing. And then we've got the art palette. I don't know where that would go. There isn't a dedicated art room that I can see. This looks like more of a dance room than a craft room. This is a craft room. I guess we can put the palette in the shelf below. We can put the palette in the shelf below the sewing machine, maybe. And then we've got the guitar, which probably is supposed to go up in the music room, what looks like to be the music room. And of course, that's meant to go around Gabby's shoulder. These balloons are meant to be carried, but I wonder if you could place them on pins. Are there any horizontal pins here? Normally sets will have a horizontal pin or 2, but this one doesn't appear to. Now, as for main characters, Gabby can be placed like so. Let's put 2 of the Gabby cats on the bouncy mat. So that's Kiki and Mercat. And, oh, that's great. I like that. And then let's put Pandy next to Gabby. And there goes the pallet. You know what? The pallet can hide under the bed, I think, just for storage. I think we can put that there, and that way it'll be kind of safe. And we might be able to put the balloons under there, too, for safekeeping for when we close the compact. Yeah, that'll be all right. I'm sure that'll close. Now, Gabby can also go inside the elevator, where the elevator can go up and release the cat balloons. I mean, this is the whole set. That's it. When it comes to the licensed collabs, not bad at all. You know, it is very much akin to, the packaging is the size of, and I'm pretty sure the price will be, I paid a little more on eBay to get it early. That's fine, just a few extra. I'm pretty sure the price point will be similar to like Monster High or Trolls or Care Bears, those sorts of lines. And the play features are, in number and feature, pretty similar. So I'm going to give this one, I don't rate them by number, but I'm going to give this some high marks. I think they did a really good job on this. I would love to have seen like even this swing maybe, and have some feature here. I like to have a feature in every room that moves, but that's not always possible. There's a lot to play with here though, I mean, I must say. The little rant I was going to say is on Mattel's website, or I should say on the Amazon site where I bought it, which I'm pretty sure is using Mattel's released publicity shots. There is a photo of a young girl playing with this, and it shows it in her hands and it's appropriately sized. But if you look at the other photographs, they put in little small hands. They have basically photoshopped this to be much larger than it actually appears. You can see adult hands picking things up like about half the size of an adult hand, leading anybody who doesn't know better to believe this set is huge. But it's not huge. It is appropriately Polly Pocketed sized. And the one shot of the girl playing with it actually shows it properly sized in her hand. And I applaud that, but I really do think that it's incredibly deceptive that the other photos clearly show the set as being way larger than it is. In some cases, a little bit larger, but in one, it's like almost double the size. And I'm going to do a video on this soon because it's not just Amazon, it's not just Mattel. This is insidious and widespread. I've been seeing it a lot on ads for toys where they've artificially inflated the size of the toy or shrunken down the size of the person in the photo. And I think that's deceptive advertising and needs to be actioned against. But that's not for today. Today I am showing that, you know, pretty decent set. I like it. I'm going to leave her where she is. I'm going to try to pack some of this away. Now, I always try to close the things, and a lot of these sets just do not like to close. But I think we must be fine here because these are small characters. Lots of spaces up here for them to slip into. Let's find out if this closes. Oh, got to take that out for sure. Yeah, so it closes fine. I think there's something in there right now kind of blocking it from closing exactly right. But if I just shook it a little bit, nah, I just did the wrong thing. I think though, yeah, it closes fine. It closes fine. And there we have Gabby's Dollhouse. The first of the new 2025 collabs that I'm aware of. And thanks for watching. This has been Sean Huckster with Magical Little Worlds. See you next time. Bye.